If you like guys that'll call their entourage to come and get shuttle Miami is the place for you. No question.
Oh, can you sign on to Raya in Miami?
Well, Raya is global. Like, I'm matching with guys in Sweden, so it doesn't even know where you are. It just, like, you can be, it just sends you guys from all over the world because there's so few and it's so selective.
You know what's interesting about Miami is it's you know how in Hollywood success is the ultimate mark, you know?
Yeah.
In Miami, it's physical beauty. That's
that's
what they're into. They're like,
hot
everyone's
buns.
so hot, but not even like hot. Actually, you'll love it because it's like hot in a like thick meat way. Like it's not hot like I would.
Do you like oiled muscles?
Yeah, everybody's like
No.
like perfectly abbed
Okay, I
and
do
like,
like that.
you know, like thick boy.
But I'm not, and that's why I don't like that. I don't want to be, I can't.
Oh, you
Go
think
hang
that
by the
likes
pool.
each other?
Oh, yeah.
You want to look over and have somebody go, you know what? I don't usually get with girls like you, but you're different.
Do you know Lisa Traeger?
Yes.
She has a new joke about how she predicts that piss play is going to be the next like forefront of like that's going to be the
sexuality?
next like normal thing. Eating ass was last year where
Right.
like everyone's eating ass now when that used to be so taboo.
I'm an eating ass pioneer.
That's Moshe Kasher, everyone.
Yeah.
Eating ass pioneer.
Since the 90s, folks.
Has anyone at this table been pissed on?
I've done the other way around.
You pissed on someone.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah.
I think I have too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Natasha Leggero and Moshe Kasher, married couple, new co-hosts of the podcast Endless Honeymoon Podcast.
And piss freaks.
And
straight
piss
up.
freaks. Wait, you've pissed on someone, Natasha?
Yes.
Yes.
And I think maybe let him piss on me, but I did not like
What do you-
that.
that's a lie.
It was in the
Let somebody
shower.
go, well,
Okay.
I think it's possible. I might have a
Well,
memory
in
of
the
him.
shower, it's more like a prank. Like they're
No,
just
but
doing
it was like, let's do this, but
Oh,
let's do it in the shower in case we hate it.
No, a prank would
That's a
be
good point.
a prank would be in bed and I was sleeping.
Oh yeah.
That's more of a prank.
So did someone want you to piss on them, Moshe?
Well, I had a person where we were kind of into freaky stuff, and we
Mhm.
like decided to try that, and it was pretty hardcore. I mean, it wasn't just like
There
wasn't
was
just
other
like
stuff,
a
too.
spray. It was
Mhm.
also
Oh.
it was like it was more of a gulp, and
Wait, were there mouths involved?
well, I mean, yeah.
Oh
hers.
my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
you peed in her mouth?
Yeah.
Wow, we're learning so much about each other, and you guys are married. What does this do for you as his wife? You don't care
Oh,
about
she's-
his past?
She's horny as hell right now.
My little brother peed in my mouth when I was little.
Oof.
'Cause
Oh.
I was like, I'm going to tell Ma. And then I just felt like this whiz of piss in my
Oh,
mouth.
no.
No, that is so weird, actually, because the person I'm talking about is your little brother.
So I'm just saying I find it all kind of gross.
Yeah, no, it was
Yeah.
good. It was interesting because I've done a lot of strange sexual things, and that was one where both the person I was with and me, we both looked at each other at the end and were like, yeah, I don't think, yeah, that was a little
That
too
was
much.
good.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
see,
going to
I
try
thought
that.
We
yeah.
don't need to do that.
I
again.
Yeah.
found it strangely intimate.
Oh, did you with your brother?
No.
The shower incident.
The shower incident.
You found it romantic?
No, not romantic, just intimate. Like all of a sudden you're so close to someone, you're like, I've pissed on you.
Yeah, but
That's like so female though. Like, oh, it brought us closer to
Oh,
I know,
yeah. I
just
really,
intimacy.
girls,
we'll
I-
take anything we can get.
I really like him. I think he's special. I think he likes me too. I can still taste
Maybe
him.
he's the one.
Oh my god, I squirted for the first time like a lot last weekend.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot.
No, I saw the
Wait,
the,
you said
the live feed.
squirted?
Yeah, and I thought it was pee. I was like, it was so much that I was like, this has got to be pee.
We
And so I instantly like scooped it up to be like to smell it, to be like, is it? And it was not. And it didn't. And my pee is always yellow because I take so many vitamins, and it was not yellow.
I would love to have been in that man's brain. He's just like,
I was
oh
by
my
myself.
God, she. Oh, I see. It's
I was
fu-
going
it's
to
a funny-
say, when in the
it's a-
duration does it happen during sex? You're saying that just happens.
I didn't plan for it. I didn't. Usually I've like tried to like ex-boyfriends and I have been like, let's try to do this, and it's just like can't
Let's
get
try
there.
to make you squirt.
Yeah, it's
I had this
cool.
image in my mind though of you like with a partner, and then you squirt, and he's like, "Oh my God, that's so hot," and you're like, "Hold on, is it pee? Is it pee?"
I needed to know.
You know, there's a big
It felt like it.
there's a big scientific debate about
Right.
whether or not it is pee, and a lot of, I think that it's actually kind of unclear. The science is unclear that it might be pee.
It definitely is what pee becomes. Like it's it's in the process of pee, but it was not yellow and it did not
You
smell
mean
like
it's
urine.
under the umbrella of pee?
Yeah, it's like what pee will like pee becomes. It is before pee.
What
It
pee
didn't
will
get
be.
processed.
Wait,
It
hold
was
on.
What pee will
This
be.
is like a Christmas story. It's beautiful.
Is
What
is
pee
it
will be.
connected? Is it connected to orgasm?
Yeah, dude. And I
Oh,
didn't.
so you're saying you were masturbating and that happened?
Yes.
Okay.
So what happened was, and like I said, I've made an effort to squirt before because I'm like, I just want to be able to say I've done it. And I thought I've done it before, but I really think I may have just like peed in those moments. Or sometimes you just like.
Oh, so you really made an effort. You were just like,
I
oh,
think
it worked.
Well, because all of the instructions to squirt say you're going to feel like you have to pee and then just let it go. And I'm like,
wait,
you
you
mean
can
like
train?
peeing?
Pee.
It's like what I do on the toilet. I feel like I have to pee and then I let it go.
You can train yourself to do this?
Yes,
Ask
dude.
Nikki.
So
Are you sure you just aren't? You're just kind of
everyone
like,
can do it, Natasha.
No way.
Yes, we can all. You can do anything.
you just want to feel like a man and spray your load all over.
I mean,
someone.
kind of. It is super like. I felt more empowered than I've ever felt sexually.
That's
after
interesting.
it. That was seriously what happened. Was I had a sesh and it was fine, and I had a couple orgasms that were good, but I was just like, I had time to kill, and I was like, I'll just go for one more. And there was like this new series on kink.com, which I pay for, that like I
Wait,
was really into.
Whoa, you pay for porn?
Yeah.
That's the most shocking thing I've heard this morning.
Really?
Yeah, that's way freakier than I piss in
Also-
someone's mouth.
Also, she said series.
I know.
There's
What's
a
the series? What is it?
It's called School of Submission.
Okay, sure.
And this girl is just Natasha, this girl named Kristen Scott, she's amazing. She goes to this school to like learn how to be a good whore. And there was episode 3 and 4 dropped on this Saturday in Vegas, and I was like, oh my God. And I've been waiting. Episode 1 and 2 were like my favorite things that I've ever found. And then I've been waiting for 3, and then 3 and 4 dropped on the same day. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
How long is each episode?
They're like an hour, but I
An
jump
hour?
around.
You
Oh, I don't watch. No. But I just skip to the parts I like. So it takes me about 10 minutes.
Wait, do you want to know not to interrupt your story, but this
No,
is as an
please.
aside. This is how I used to watch porn when I first hit puberty. I would rent. This was before the internet was really kicking, and I would rent porn videos from the video store on my street. They would rent them to me for some reason, but we were pretty broke, and we had this old VCR, and it didn't have a remote, and so I would watch porn with a broom. Fast forwarding to the parts I liked by pushing the broom on the fast forward button on the VCR. I'd be on the bed and I'd be poking the fast forward button with the broom.
I watched mine with a mop.
Oh, you need to.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's just something about this series that really gets me, and so I went back in, and then it just started happening, and it was so much. I couldn't believe it. It was just, it like ran down the bed into my back. I had to change my
Wow.
shirt afterwards. It was I was like so excited.
But it sounds like it's random. It wasn't like you purposely did something.
I didn't purposely do it. It was just, I think what it has to be is like your 3rd or 4th orgasm. Like you have to like push through to a point where it's like your body like can't hold pee back
But
anymore.
some people just do it. That's their
I
natural,
know.
their go-to.
I know.
It's their first
that would be
squirt.
awful to do
Oh,
that
every time? Yeah.
Actually,
pretty well.
maybe
Too
it's a
much.
porn search word.
Oh, it is. It's not maybe.
People love
It's
squirting.
100%. What
Oh,
is?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
I like it in porn because I know she's having a real orgasm.
right.
But, sometimes they like probably do a syringe and just have her squirt out some water or something. But I think most of the time, if she's squirting, that's like a sign that it's real.
I have solid squirts. You know what that is?
Mm-mm.
That's where it's male squirting. So it's just at the height of orgasm, I just shit all over the bed. And that's how you know it's real.
Thankfully, our nanny cleans it up.
I call her immediately. It's like your producer. I text the nanny. Nanny.
Like, you're scooping it up. Like, is it
Nikki,
is it really?
shit?
Oh, it is. It is. I'm so excited to have Moshe Kasher and Natasha Leggero here because I told them yesterday. I went on a date last night, and you guys have a new podcast out where you give relationship advice.
We are experts, so tell us about your date.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so, oh God, okay, so
How does somebody get a date with you?
Yeah.
Raya,
Oh, right. Okay, sure.
I mean, calling it a date is, and by the way, let me just say, I would not be talking about this date. If anyone is interested in dating me and they're like, wow, she's going to trash me the next day on radio, I would not have even mentioned this date, except that it was just great. I would have given no details had this been someone I would want to see in the future.
Okay.
I have boundaries.
Oh, so you're saying if someone's out there listening right now and it's like, I don't want to ask her out because she might talk about me.
Yeah.
And the thing, don't worry. As long as I want to date you again, I won't trash you.
As long as you, yes.
If you step up to the plate and you do it right.
Well, even if I don't want to date you and you're just a nice guy, but I'm just like, nah, then I won't trash you either. But if you do something like this guy did, you're gonna get trashed.
You're gonna get trashed.
Did he know you were a comedian?
Yes, but like, did I know that he knew that? No, because he didn't ask me anything about like, I look back on it, I'm like, wasn't great.
You're on You Up with Nikki Glaser. Here's a segment we like to call You're Gonna Get Trashed.
That should be a segment on the show.
Was he wearing a fedora and carrying a surfboard in his picture? Because every boy on Raya seems to be doing that.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because I look at it with my friends.
Oh, with your
Yeah.
friends?
Yeah.
Oh.
I call Raya DJs jumping off of yachts. And sometimes they're photographers and they'll have like Bella Hadid on their shoulders because they did one shoot with her and they're like, we gotta get this. And I'm like, I'm not ever gonna go out with you.
There's no way more than one person had Bella Hadid on their shoulder.
There's always some supermodel that they've posed with at a photo shoot just to be like, I'm friends with her. So I decided to change my age range on these apps. I go, you know what? I've always said my age and higher because I'm like, any guy younger than me is going to be so much more immature because men mature slower than us. And I just was like, I never even considered of dating someone even a couple years younger than me. But then I've been like meeting younger guys and I'm like, oh, they're all like really respectful and sweet. And why can't I pull a Kate Beckinsale and go and dip a little bit lower? So I changed my age range to 25.
Oh my God.
Dude, I know. The matches.
What you were looking for, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, sorry. I didn't change my age to 25.
You said you're down for
Yes.
25 up to
I'm 35,
whatever.
very clear on the app, says
Right.
my age. Went from 25 to I think 47 or something.
That's a pretty large
It's a big
swing.
spread.
You
It
could have
really
such
is.
different dates each
Totally.
night.
Dude, and I'm not attracted to anyone that's like up in their like higher 40s.
Oh,
on
so
that app.
you're actually more attracted to 25-year-olds
I'm-
than to 47-year-olds.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
because
got it.
they just.
It's atypical for a student at the School of Submission. will put that out
I
there.
know.
Yeah,
I know. Generally.
You might tend to want a more salt and pepper daddy, but yeah. So 25. That's not
25.
so bad.
No,
25
not
is
so bad. I'm willing to go younger, but you know.
Would you
let
fuck
me-
an 18-year-old?
Yeah, I mean it's legal.
See, unlike you, I don't think I could have sex with an 18-year-old or maybe a 25-year-old if he was really smart and creative.
I mean, I'm not
What's
having
the
sex
youngest-
with anyone. I
what's the
haven't had
youngest-
sex with someone. I've only been sleeping with the same person for 7 years.
Oh, really?
One person.
Oh, wow.
So I talk a big game, but I don't get around. I guess he Googled me or saw on Twitter. He's like, "You're in LA," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm here till Tuesday, and this is Sunday." And he goes, "Want to hang out tomorrow?" And I was like, "Sure." And he lives right next to the hotel I'm staying at. And I had a long day yesterday. I was done at 5. He was like, "I have a thing at 9, so let's hang out early." So I get done at my thing at 5. I go back I text him after I'm done with my meeting. He's like, let me know when you get back to your hotel and let's hang out. And so I let him know, and I'm like, should I just walk over? Because he literally lives a block away from my hotel. And he goes, no, it's like a steep hill. I'll call you an Uber. And I'm like, hello.
Yeah,
Like,
you like that. Gentleman.
I loved it. It didn't even occur to me that anyone would ever do that for
I
me.
never would. And not for you. I just in
But just,
general.
like,
I would never think to do
Yeah.
that.
So I was like, swoon. Like that. This is already off to a good start. So he calls me an Uber. I get in it. We go up the hill, and I walk in, and he answers the door. There's no hug. It's a little awkward. He seems very nervous, which calms me down. We have a plan to smoke weed. I haven't
I
smoked
see.
weed in a week.
Oh, so you guys, this is a booty call.
Well, it's at like 6:30 though.
Oh, do you think so?
100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, if it's not a booty call, you say, let's go get dinner or get a cup of coffee.
Well, he wanted to get a drink, and I go, I don't drink, but I'll go get a drink with
It's
you.
the one with
I
the
prefer to
big-
smoke weed. And he was like, I love smoking weed. You want to come over and smoke weed? And I was like,
booty
yes.
call. 100%.
Really?
I guarantee. Yes.
Oh,
So now you feel bad?
I mean,
Uh-oh. Did I ruin the story? Keep talking.
I'm still a fun hang. You should still want to date me.
Well,
Okay.
he heard that you were the squirt queen of Northern Nevada.
I
And
mean,
so
I'm
he had
sure
heard
if he
the
saw
tale.
any of my material, he was like, yeah, this
Literally
girl
the
is-
material from the hotel you were staying at.
If he saw the picture I took and posted.
Well, you're hanging it from a clothesline, right?
She ready. So
She post ready. She was ready. She done.
she done. So I get in there.
Is it like a nice house? Is he like?
Yeah, it's a really nice house. He owns it.
He's like an actor.
He's a producer.
He looks like a beefcake. He is a beefcake. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
What does he produce? Oh, I guess you can't say.
Movies.
Sure.
He's a movie producer.
He's successful.
Okay.
He's very successful.
I mean, this picture, he does look like a young Zac Efron.
He looks like a Disney star. Like
Sure,
in that,
he does,
he's
for
had
sure.
to step and repeat at like a Disney event.
He's beefy.
Yes. I walk in, I'm like, how long have you lived here? He's like, I bought it 4 years ago. I'm like, you own this place? Really nice place in the hills. And it's like stark. I mean, it looks like, and I go, why does it look like no one lives here? And he's like, oh, I'm showing it. I think someone might buy it, whatever. And he was like, and I cleaned up for you. And I think I went a little bit overboard. Like he hid too many like things. So it just looked like a serial killer kind
Right.
of situation.
There's plastic sheet hanging from the
Yeah,
wall.
I mean, there was nothing about it that looked like anyone lived there. He had ordered weed in like this big case. Like he had gotten way too much in like a he had the seamless of weed show up, and he was like, I don't know what you wanted, so I just got a bunch. And I was like, oh, I need like one hit of something and I'll be good to go. But this is nice of you to do all of this. So then we go outside to his patio, to his like pool area, and I have like one hit. He smokes 5 joints. I'm not joking, you guys.
Wait,
5
whole joints.
5. And I go, I can't believe how much you're smoking. He's like, I don't get high. I don't have it. Like, it doesn't affect me. I don't know what it is. It really sucks. Like and it was almost endearing. He was just like, I just don't like ever feel high. And I was like, that's crazy.
Then he
'Cause
pulls out his heroin.
I know I was feeling good, but I was glad I didn't have more than one hit because I would have been way too high. But I was maybe talking a little bit too much, but I was being funny and charming. I was trying my best, but I kept vacillating between, is this a friend thing or am I even attracted to him?
Is it a friend thing?
Like, was I like, is this guy going to be a friend to me? Or
Like, are they
do I
chums
want to
smoking
have
pot
sex with him?
together?
100%. It's not a friend thing.
Well, I'm deciding if that
Oh,
is.
if you
like,
wanna
if
put
I
him-
want to
decide.
have sex
Well,
with
you
this
have
guy or
no
not.
decision in this matter,
Thank
Nikki.
you. I'm going to get pissed on, and yeah, I'll just have to take it. So, when you're
Is
like,
he acting different from 5 joints?
no, not at all. He can totally
Is he
handle it.
drinking with it too?
Nope. We're just sitting. This is 5 o'clock. It's light outside. We're just sitting on 2, lounge chairs by the pool, talking. I'm learning a lot about his career, which is really fascinating. Like, he is very successful. There's a lot of interesting things going on in his life. He's not asking me anything about mine, which I'm just like, whatever. I'll get to it later. And he probably knows more than he's letting on, so he's trying to play it cool. And we're having a good conversation. Then it comes up that I'm vegan, and he seems a little annoyed by that, which I've butted up against with
Sure.
guys.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like,
You're so mellow about it, though.
how dare you? I know. It really does turn guys off, but I can't help it. And he's like, why are you vegan? I'm like, I don't know. I just love animals, and I like can't eat them. I literally can't. I wish I could. Meat is delicious. It sucks. And he's like, I'm moving in New York to a neighborhood he used to live in. And at this point, this is when I think he went from thinking he liking me to, like, after the vegan talk, he just hated me. He just like I think he realized I'm not gonna fuck her or something.
He could
Something
smell
happened.
that you weren't going to fuck him, you mean?
Maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Well, it gets
Something
weird.
shifted. Got it.
Things take a turn.
Great.
So we have the vegan talk, and he goes, I asked him about my neighborhood that I'm about to move into. He used to live there, and I go, tell me about it, because I've only lived in Chelsea. I'm about to move to Soho. What was it like when you lived there? And he's like, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, he didn't even want to answer me. I was trying to, like, engage him, and he was, like, kind of
Sure.
done. And he goes, I'm sure there's lots of vegan restaurants in that
Oof,
area.
I don't like him.
And he goes, you guys are kind of taking over. And I go, oh, are you threatened? Like, I said it in, like, a flirty way of, like, oh,
you guys have taken
you guys.
over.
And I'm just like, these guys with their fucking meat is so annoying to me. If you're threatened by the fact, I don't care if you eat meat, but some of these guys get really mad about
Sure.
it, and they shift, like, on a dime, and it's just, I don't care if you eat meat, but he took it personally. You guys are just you guys are kind of taking over.
It's like a racist. It's very funny. It's like fucking these vegans. They're moving into Soho. It's not the neighborhood it was. You know, it used to be all, you know.
A fogo de chao on every corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know that restaurant where you can like put your meat? You put like a little paddle up when you want more meat?
Yes. Yes.
I had a guy take me there once. He thought it was so cool. I was like, this is the most low class.
If your identity is eating meat,
Disgusting.
It's
more meat. It's green. I want more meat.
Oh, it's so gross.
So he says you guys are taking over the neighborhood.
And let me just give him a little bit of credit. He is so cute. He is successful. He is making me laugh. He's saying funny things. I told him a story about how I thought I was going to get murdered at one point because I go, I could have come over here and you could murder me right now. Like, this is actually kind of a murdery situation. And we're like having flirty fun.
Sure.
I'm like, I keep going between I'm going to marry this guy and I could totally see us together forever, which is an insane thought to even have on a first date. But, you know, you go all the places.
Sure.
To like, no, this guy is just my friend. I'm like grossed out. Like, and as I'm realizing this, as I'm vacillating between those two extremes, I realize he's probably doing the same thing with me. We're all the same. Like,
right.
He's probably going like, oh, I hate when she did that. Oh, wow, I really like it was just all over the map.
He's probably not entertaining the illusion that he's going to befriend you, though.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's funny that you went on a
She's
riot date.
I'm famous.
You know.
No, I think it's funny that you went on a riot date and were like, maybe this guy will be a good buddy for me to hang with for the next decade.
But doesn't it matter what the lead up was too? Like if it was really sexual in the texting chain.
There was no sexual. There was no flirtation in the text.
So that kind of, you know.
No, I'm just saying, like, do you need friends?
No.
Like, no, you have plenty of friends, right? Like, so the idea that you're like, oh, maybe I'll be this guy's good old chum. What you're really thinking is like, maybe I'm not going to fuck this guy and get the hell out of here.
Instagram friends.
Okay, sure.
Where we like each other's stuff. Maybe I'll see him at a party.
Totally.
Industry friends.
Yeah.
Because
gotcha.
he's does some cool shit. I do some cool shit. We might know each other that way. So then all of a sudden, so I'm probably there for 40 minutes at this point. And we're having like good flowing conversations, not awkward. I'm kind of thinking like, when am I going to go? What's going to happen? Then all of a sudden, I'm so embarrassed to even say this.
I'm excited.
He gets a text and he's like, oh no. and I'm like, what? And he's like, oh shit. Okay. Oh God. Okay, I gotta take this call. And he takes a call in front of me that is a work emergency. There's a press release that went out, and the writers are very upset about it because it wasn't supposed to be announced. And he's on the phone. He's like, well, and it seems very convincing. This checks out to me. As I'm in the moment, I'm like, this is a legit work emergency. There's nothing fishy about this. It seems like this is a thing. But he's on the phone in front of me, right next to me, on the lounge chair. He doesn't go out of the room to take the call. It's going on for about 5 minutes, and I text my friend. At that point, I get up and I go, I'm gonna get into my phone then if we're gonna do this. He's like, I'm sorry, this sucks. He apologizes maybe once a little bit, but not enough for me. Like, I need more of an apology that you just answered a phone in front of me and are just sitting there.
Wait, he saw the number and said, oh no, or he got a text?
He's getting a text.
Okay,
oh
gotcha.
no. Then he calls and he's like, dude, and blah, blah, he's talking. And I'm just sitting there. I go to get my phone because I'm just sitting there like an idiot. Instantly, I text my friends. I'm like, how long do you let a guy have a phone call in front of you about a work emergency before you just go, I'm going to go?
Sure.
And my friends are like, is it happening right now? In the time that I'm texting them, all of a sudden, people start coming into the house. There's like 3 guys that show up. And they music starts playing. Like they walk into the house, and at this point, I walk in to grab my phone, and all these guys walk in as I'm grabbing my phone. None of them say hello to me. None of them make eye contact with me. We're in the kitchen together. They just go, oh. They look at me once, and then no introduction, nothing.
They're used to seeing girls in his kitchen.
I guess. It was so, I felt like a ghost. I was like, I don't know, how do I not exist? This is so weird. They're all on the phone. They're talking. One of them then I get my phone. I go back outside. One of the roommates comes out and starts talking to the guy on the phone. And this work emergency sometimes apparently isn't so much of an emergency because they're talking about dinner. All of a sudden, he's on the phone. He's like, yeah, I told you I want to go to dinner later. Yeah.
Fuego de chao, baby. Soho.
And his friend is talking to him. I'm sitting. The friend is facing me. the guy is turned around to talk to his friend. The roommate is facing me, won't look at me. I'm literally 3 feet from him, will not make eye contact with me. I'm trying to just be like, hi, I'm Nikki. The guy doesn't introduce me to the roommate. Granted, he's on the phone, so maybe he's juggling a little bit with the conversation. Doesn't introduce me. Then another guy comes out and is FaceTiming with his girlfriend around the pool, speaking Spanish to his girlfriend, like, I love you, it's so good to see you. Walking around the pool right next to me, doesn't acknowledge that I'm there. The guy's on the phone. The roommate's talking to the guy. This other guy's walking around. Then another guy comes in and goes up to his room, which I can hear, and starts blaring Maroon 5. Blaring it.
So he kind of was giving you the illusion that he lived in this place by himself.
No, he told me he had a roommate. He has a roommate that's another guy that is one of his best friends, and they both started a production company together, and they're fucking success. Like, these two guys just, like, partnered up, and big things are happening, and I believe all of it, and it all checks out. So one of these guys is that guy. He's up there blaring Maroon 5. Like, why would you, if your friend was on a date or something, would go up to your room and start blaring Maroon 5? Like, it was chaos, and all of a sudden, and then the guy on the phone, my date, goes, I got to go in and talk to my roommate about this issue. The writers are really pissed about this thing. And I'm like, I don't care. So he leaves.
This is a really good Maroon 5 song. We got to go rock out.
So at this point, I've also gone inside because it's cold, and I've gotten a blanket, and I'm like, I'm just taking this. Is this fine?
So you're covered in a blanket right now.
So at this point, I think he sees the blanket, and he's like, oh shit, she's not going. And that's when my first indication, like, he wants me to leave. And this is, so from the 5 minutes he's on the phone in front of me by himself, the roommates all come home. It's probably 3 minutes later. He goes inside to the kitchen to talk to the roommate. I'm left outside with a blanket on my phone, texting my friends.
Is it one of those foil, like, immigration blankets?
Why didn't you leave?
Yeah, why didn't you leave?
Because this first opportunity I had, I did.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking like this all happened within 6 minutes of him being on the phone. I then get up and I follow him into the kitchen. He's just walked into the kitchen to go talk to his roommate. And I go in and I go, hey, I'm going to go. And he goes, okay.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Okay. And then it was just silent. And I'm like, when is he going to apologize for this chaos? And he doesn't. And so I'm thinking he's going to say, I'm sorry. And so what do I say? I go, I'm sorry. You know when you're just like filling the space with whatever?
This is such a woman thing. Oh, you were the rudest person I've ever met in my life. This is
I just
all
had to
your
say
fault.
something.
My apologies.
And I think, Moshe, I was thinking like he's going to say I'm sorry, so I said what I thought he was going to say, you know? So I go, I'm sorry, and he goes, I'm sorry. And I was like, yeah. I go, why did this turn into a fire festival meeting all of a sudden? I was so proud of myself for that line. He didn't laugh because it really was. These guys were all coke addicts. Like they were all coked out. None of them made eye contact with me. They're all on the phone doing deals. Like, it was chaos. It went from nothing,
from
a connected conversation, to total chaos with 3 guys coming in and none of them looking at me or saying hi to me. None of them.
I mean, that's what you get with a 25-year-old house full of 25-year-olds.
30.
Still, yeah.
So he goes, okay. And I go, all right. And by the way, he had called me an Uber. I'm calling myself one home. There's no attempt to get me one home. I have a joke in my act about how, like, after you, like, if you don't make a guy come, like, things change. Like, if you hook up with a guy and he doesn't get to come, like, he will have brought you there in an Uber Black, but you're going home in a Lyft share. And my joke happened to me, except that I had to call my Uber back. So so then he just walks me out. He doesn't laugh at my Fire Festival joke, and he goes, okay, well,
what does he say,
when do you leave? And I was like, tomorrow. And he's like, okay, well, I'm coming to New York in a couple weeks. And I was like, okay, well, this was fun. And he was like, yeah. And then we hugged. And he's like, I'll hit you up when I go to New York. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm out, and the door shuts, and I just have a sense. That's when it dawns on me that was a fake call.
Oh, yeah.
The chaos erupted out of nowhere. Get this girl out of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
really?
It was so humiliating that someone fucking tricked me or thought that they tricked me. I was enraged.
Do you still have the blanket on, by the way? As you're waiting for the lift?
I was proud I didn't put it back where it belonged. I left it by the pool.
What are
the good? Fuck him. He has to pick up my fucking blanket and fold it again.
What are the clues that you think this is fake?
I'm with you. I thought it was
the second that the conversation may have dipped and there was a little bit less chemistry between us because of the vegan weird thing that I was still trying to keep it flirty and fun, but there was just what do you think happened? He like texted his friends, send me an out, get me an out, and then he did the thing of, oh no, oh no, like looking at his phone, just the fake oh no's. And I go, what? And he's like, struggling to come up with something. And then, so I'm like, oh my God, someone had to rescue this guy from a date with me. I'm fucking Nikki Glaser. Fuck you. I'm the most funny, interesting person you'll ever fucking meet, you piece of shit. And you're going to send me home because you get a sense I won't blow you today?
That's what it was. I mean,
fuck you.
Yeah, he decided he didn't.
I'm still a good hang.
Sure. I listen, I'm not on his side. I'm just trying to understand his brain.
Is he a good hang, though? Did you even want to hang with him?
He was cute, and I was still deciding if I would have maybe like made out with him or done something. And when I get made out, I tend to like get convinced to like do things with guys that I don't want to do just by virtue of like their dick gets hard, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to make you mad at me. So he probably could have gotten something out of the deal. I like it wasn't off the table, and I'm trying to throw myself into more hookup scenarios to have more like experiences because I really haven't hooked up that much in my life. And I just want to live a little bit more. And, so
and he had all those guys come?
Dude, it was so embarrassing. And because I know the second the door shut, they all laughed about it.
Sure.
And like, were like, dude, thanks for like saving me, bro. Like, you could just tell that was the vibe. They were all dancing to Maroon 5.
She's gone. She's gone. She's gone. Gone.
Dancing like.
You know what would have made it worse is if right as you were sitting there humiliated, waiting for the lift, if one of the guys had opened the door and just been like, "Big fan, by the way."
It would have been validating. I was like, do any of them even care that I'm like who? They didn't. It was so weird that they didn't talk to me, Moshe.
I love that you start going through your credits in your brain. You're like, I was on.
I mean, I felt like everything was taken from me in that moment. I felt so like I don't know. I'm no one. This guy treated me because he also started the date by telling me about a terrible date he had been on. He told me that this girl sat down at drinks and she was like, let's get some things out of the way. And she like had a bunch of red flags immediately. And she was like, and I'm going to order food. Is that okay? And I was like, I go, did you buy her food? And he goes, oh, fuck no. As soon as she was like not someone I wanted to be with, I left. I faked a call and I left immediately. So he told me that he did the fake call thing.
That's crazy. Yeah, you got fake called. But you know.
How dare you?
But, well, here's the bright side. You know that scene in A Bronx Tale where the guy...
No.
You never saw A Bronx Tale? It's a great movie. But anyway, there's a scene where there's like a young mobster who is trying to be tough and impress the local like mob boss. And there's a guy that owes him $15. And it's like a running theme where the guy will walk by and the young mobster is like, "Where's my $15?" And he's chasing after the guy, and the mob boss, Chaz Palminteri, pulls him aside. He says, "How much does that guy owe you?" And he's like, $15. And he goes, "Well, you could go fuck him up. You could go beat his ass, or you could never talk to him again, and it only costs you $15 to get that guy out of your life forever."
Yeah.
And the bright side of this, that's a very humiliating story.
It's so embarrassing.
But the bright side is it would have been a lot worse if you had fucked that guy.
Yeah.
Like, think about how much worse that would be if you had to have that guy in your memory banks. Because a guy like that, it's not like he's going to get cool once you fuck him. So it's like, thank God you didn't end up sleeping with a dude like some fucking gross dude like that.
I
who's
made
like,
that mistake a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. You got lucky, actually,
Yeah.
I think. They show you who you are immediately.
I think one of your problems, Nikki, because I know you kind of, I know like your taste is, I think you kind of like bros.
Yeah, I do. I like,
and that's what you get.
I know. I do.
I mean, I've never dated one, so it's like this is kind of foreign to me.
I've never been treated this way.
That's
no
pretty
one's
low.
ever done the emergency call thing.
But
to me.
that sounds
It's
like
just, to get that as a girl, like you're like, who am I that obnoxious? Like that happens to girls that are like, hi, and they're like so stupid, and they're like that happens to dumb girls. That doesn't happen to interesting, smart women.
Yeah, but that's what also kind of what you get when you date on Raya, because like it's like clearly that guy's dating tips come from watching Entourage episodes. I just think it's crazy that you would take this as I was humiliated. I just think I hear the story. I'm like, you were lucky. You got so lucky to get out of there. What if you had that guy for the rest of your life in your memory of I fucked that guy?
Oh, there was no chance I was gonna fuck him, but I would have liked to I just wanted him to want to fuck me. Moshe, is that so hard?
No, it's just this guy sounds like the worst.
I felt rejected. So then he texted me.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this? He texted me, "So sorry about that before," with the baring the teeth emoji.
Sure.
Is that just him being like, yeah, that's it? And I tried to
So sorry about before, and then
emoji. The
Ooh, I'm
emoji.
so busy.
That was weird emoji.
Did you write him back?
Okay, so what happened was I was trying to copy his text so I could send to my friends to be like, he just texted me this instead of screenshotting it. I just like copied it. So I pressed on the, when you press on the text, and I accidentally
You
hearted
hearted it? Oh, Nikki, no. Oh, Nikki, no.
And that's it?
That's it.
Oh,
And then nothing back.
you should write him again and be
Sorry,
like,
I didn't mean to heart that. Meant to thumbs down.
oh,
Yeah, I should have. God damn it. I really lost.
thumbs down would have been the move.
I know. It would have been so cool. I would have just left it nothing.
Yeah, nothing would
That
have
would
been
have
better.
been so cool, but I hearted it. Like, it's okay. I'm totally fine with it. So if you're listening, I didn't mean to heart that. I'm not cool with it. I would have just left it on red and never written back. That's how cool I would have been.
He turned to the guys. He's like, turn up that Maroon 5. She just hearted it.
I'm at a
dab.
Mentally, I can't come good unless I use my own hand. We all know that.
Can't come good.
Yeah.
You know
My
that
next
that's
shirt.
not. I can't come well.
Good. You can't speak good either.
No. You can't come good?
No, I can't come good, meaning I can't come when I want to come. I can't come from sex, from penetration. I can only come when I use my own hand, a lot of times by myself.
Uh-huh. Okay, so you can't come from sex.
I
It's
can't
not you
come from
can't come
sex.
good.
Yeah, I can't come good.
It just sounds like when you do come, it's just like when you do come,
Yeah.
not when you do come, but like when you actually are able to come, it sounds when you say I can't come good, it sounds like it just like kind of spurts out in like a sad way. That's what to me meaning I can't come good. Whereas I think you just can't come.
Good.
Well, good.
For her. Well, not for me. She could come. But this is the thing. So I talked about, like, so I can't come with my girlfriend. And it's not a great thing. You want to be able to come
Have
with
you
your
ever
partner.
been able to come
Yeah, that's the problem. So
with her? In your whole, how long
yes,
have you
yes,
been together?
we've come, but not from penetration.
Okay.
Um,
From blowjob.
no,
From oral sex.
my own hand.
Well, that's not coming together. Okay, so you've come in front of her.
Yeah.
So you can come good in front of her.
Decent.
But you've never been able to come from. What about her hand? Why don't you take her hand in your
no,
hand?
we've tried that.
And no?
Well, you can't. I don't really have a two-hand dick.
What does that mean?
Like I got more of a one-hand. Cock.
No, okay. Well, I'm gonna just mime this, but like
Okay.
it's not that. Okay, so
We're on my dick.
it doesn't need a two. It's not
Yeah.
like you. That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
So I tell a story about on my podcast. I don't want her to listen to my podcast because I say some like revealing stuff,
Yeah.
and I talk about
Like what?
how I had sex with a prostitute
She's never
in
heard
Vegas.
that? Mhm.
No, and part of the story. So I tell her it's probably better that you don't listen to the podcast. And she's like, well, what is it? Now she really, you tell someone that they're intrigued. And we're at dinner, and I was like, look, I go, fine, I'll tell you. I'll just be honest with you. I had sex with a prostitute in Vegas when I was like 23.
Oh.
And then I go, and then she's like, okay. I was like, well, do you want to know the details? So we had sex, and her friend was in my ear saying I can't fuck her good. And then next thing I know,
Wait, why? Well, the hooker's friend?
there were two hookers.
Okay. And one of them was
So I
going,
paid.
you can't please her.
Yeah, in my ear, shirtless.
What? That's kind of hot.
It was the hottest thing on earth.
To be like, you're a fucking chump.
You're fucking. You gonna fuck her? You gonna fuck? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck her. I'm gonna try. But I was at a strip club for a whole day, so I had so much
Right.
stock left. And this is before Zoloft.
So you had been previous to getting these two hookers, you had been in Vegas for, you had spent 24 hours at a strip club.
Yes. This stripper came up to me. She goes, what are you doing here? And she goes, it's my second shift. So I was there for. She went home, took care of her kids, came back, and I was still sitting there. And so I didn't come for a week, even.
And then you finally, last night in Vegas, decided to get 2 prostitutes.
One, and she brought a friend.
She brought a friend.
Yeah, and then she goes, it's 1,000 for each of us. So I gave the one 1,000 and the other one 200.
And just the one you gave 200, she was just whispering in your ear that you weren't.
Shirtless. And they were both 10s.
Okay.
And the girl, right when she started blowing me, with a condom on, disclaimer, I felt like I could come right away. I swear to God, she was wearing a condom. She put it on with her mouth. I swear to God.
Okay.
I swear.
I actually believe you.
And then she sat on my dick, and I swear to God, before she even got to the bottom of my dick, I came. Mm-hmm. Within seconds.
I mean, it doesn't take...
They go, did he come? That's what she said. And then her blonde friend who was like, you gonna fuck her? She's like, he came, and they're both talking over me like I'm not even there anymore about how pathetic I am.
Oh, that's
so I tell my girlfriend this story.
Over dinner.
And she gets angry. And I go, I thought you weren't angry about the
Wait,
hooker.
why did she get angry?
Because I came.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
If you liked this clip from You Up with Nikki Glaser, please share it with someone that you care about. Spread the word. It means a lot to me.
Get it out there, everybody. Get the word out. Because we're the best.
This isn't a we that you join me sometimes.
We're here every Monday through Thursday.
Any other information that you have about the show?
Yeah,
you're
it's
so
a good
full
show. We get down to things, the nitty gritty.
What does that mean? Everything
We tackle subjects that not a lot of people will tackle. We're not afraid of anything.